It's a well-known fact that the Barra 6-cylinder engine has a few problems in terms of torsional vibration. It has a very long stroke crank. As you can see, the crank's about 800 mil long. The stroke is 99.2 mil, so there's a hell of a lot of twisting moments involved in the crank when you're starting to push some big power. Now, the factory balancer is just like every other factory balancer out there. It's a bonded or a two-piece balancer with a rubber seal in between the two, and the outer mass rotates slightly on the inner mass to absorb the vibration. Now, the problem with that is that it doesn't absorb the vibration very effectively, and the outer rings come off. Any elastomer balancer we've ever tried or we've built ourselves or whatever all suffer from the same problem eventually. So what we've done is we've worked with a company in America called ATI dampers. They manufacture a range of dampeners called super dampers, and what they have is a completely different idea on how to absorb the torsional vibration in the engine. What they do is they have a mass inside the shell of the damper, and the mass rotates in sync with the torsional moments, absorbing the torsional moments that the crankshaft creates. Therefore, it does a much better job of absorbing the vibration. It dissipates the vibration via heat through the case and expands the heat out into the atmosphere. Now, the ATI atomic balancer is fairly expensive, but it does the best job of absorbing the torsional vibrations that these engines create, especially when you're getting up into the 1200, 15, 1800 horsepower range. The torsional moments that these cranks generate is phenomenal. So you really do need a balancer of this style to be able to absorb those vibrations and displace them. Otherwise you end up with cracked cranks, and you end up with flywheels falling off the end of the crank and all these sorts of things. If you're building a big banger engine and you really need to look after the torsional moments in the engine, this is the way to go.